Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between. And welcome back to the Door Show! Presented to you by Diamond Hand Media Group and brought to you, as always, in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. Follow them at Respected Rhinos on Twitter. And if you're not minting rhinos, what the hell are you doing? I am your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton Cap'n Gold Sroka, and I can't thank you enough for choosing to stop by, hang out with your boy. Today's special guest of the day, the standing Tuesday guest, Travis Pastore of Chad and Brad Family NFT, joining us in about 29 minutes from now and do our own research together. Now, before we can do any of that action, my friends, a couple of items I need you to do for me. Item number one, up on tap, if you could find it in your heart to do so while you're tuning in here. First thing, please be so kind as to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting the Door Show on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell down there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on the channel. Or if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button, that notification bell there as well so you never miss any of the Diamond Hand Media Group social media content. But then make sure you slide over to YouTube in the live chat. I'll tell you why here in just a minute. Or if you're listening to the show on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button right here and right now as the audio of every single episode of The Door Show releases after each live show is complete. Next item up on deck, you can be so kind. You can find it in your heart to do so while you are also watching today's show that aforementioned big old heart that I just mentioned. Maybe hit that other like button. Leave me a comment, leave me a rating, retweet, do whatever you got to do. But most importantly, come on over and jump on over in the live YouTube chat. Why in the live YouTube chat? 3 key reasons. Number one, is how we start every single show by saying GM, hey, hi, hello to all the members of the Diamond Hand fam that show up into that live chat. Number two, it is how we stay in constant communication throughout the duration of every single show. And number three, it is how you, the viewer, can enter in to win the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day by simply commenting the secret phrase of the day that I will soon reveal in order to win today's prize of one Chad and Brad Family NFT. Item number three, the last item up on tap before we kick off today's show. Please, if you could also be so kind as to hit that share button. Send it on over to your brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, friends, enemies, neighbors, people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you, but you were referred to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander. Somebody who could use a little knowledge and insights about the Web3 and NFT space from time to time. They can handle the ups and downs, the bears and the bulls, and they can come around and help build this space for us. My friends, can't tell you enough when you do all those things. Only helps me make Diamond Hand Radio, Diamond Hand Media Group, still working on that rebrand, and the Door Show bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! Showtime, baby. At the OK Corral. We're live in prime time, back on the Door Show. What do we got? It is 3 minutes after the top of the hour. Let's get after it. Kids, September 13th, 2022. In case you hadn't checked your calendars yet, let's start every show. Let's start this show how we start every show. Sorry, I had to clear the old throat there. One more time. Maybe a sip of water. That might be better. How about that? That's what the kid needed. There we go. Pardon me. Let's start this show how we start every show by saying, say it with me, kids. Hey, hi, how you doing? To the live chat, all the Diamond Hand fam, what's going on over there, you crazy sons of guns? First one in the chat was Bocephus, but he deleted his comments. He decided to disappear out of the chat. And then NFT Mama came in with the big FU Bocephus. He said, what did I do? Well, yeah, we all saw you delete your comments. But Bocephus was number one. GM, NFT Mama for being in the chat. Technically first. And Bocephus, shout out to you. My boy Robbie, what up, baby? PLP, a little peace, love, and positivity to you, my guy. GM. Ferk, my brother, what's going on? How you feeling? How you doing? Oh, you grinding today, so you got a song in the background. I know what you're doing. What's up, Mama Bear? GM. Jack Warren, what's up, baby? Chris Sayumara. GM, my boy. GM. I hope you are having an amazing day too, my man. Great to see you. Supernova Tech, Tommy B. What's up, baby? Happy Tokin Tuesday to you, good sir. Hashtag fuck Mayo. Hashtag Eagles are the best band on the planet. What up, Turvek? Turvis. Again, I just said it to you live on Spaces, but I feel like it doesn't have the same, gusto, right? So, hey, I'm proud of you, dude. Keep stepping out of your comfort zone. Keep doing you, because you are a success. You're waking up every single day and you're doing something big in this space, for crying out loud. I mean, it's more than a lot of people can say for themselves in this place. So, hey, GM to you down there. GM to you, Turvek. And I'm proud of you, man. Shout out, old Turvis. But hey, you should actually change that PP to a little Bears logo there too, huh? Wait, who's to say? Who's to know? Who's to know? That wasn't part of the bet. It's all right, no problem. What up, Johnny? Good to see you, baby. GM. Great to see you, my man. There he is. Hashtag fuck Mayo. That a boy. Hold on. We got to put it out. We got to put it out officially, because you know what? It's got to be a thing. I have to put it out from the page. There you go. Hashtag fuck Mayo. No question about it anymore. It's official. Hashtag fuck Mayo. This brand, this channel will never be about mayonnaise unless that dumbass wizard makes his way onto this show again in his black garlic pepper aioli. Oh, look at me. Oh, fucking cry me a river with that shit. Oh my goodness sakes, all Friday. All right, kids, you can come here to listen to me. Came here for the special guest of the day. You came here to learn a little bit. You came here to win some shit. Well, I guess you do got to kind of listen to me in the process of all of that, but you probably just zone out. So it's all good. I totally understand. If you're just hanging out and zoning out and you're here to win some shit, we got secret phrase of the day coming at you right here, right now, live in prime time, September 13th, 2022. Hashtag take your vitamins. Hashtag take your vitamins. Hashtag take your vitamins is today's secret phrase of the day. Put it in the live YouTube chat, and only the live YouTube chat, not on Twitter. It does not work on Twitter, only in the live YouTube chat. And you'll be entered into the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day. Well, you will potentially win one Chad and Brad Family NFT. We'll get into all of that. You'll obviously learn about the latest updates, announcements, everything that's going on with old Travie. My shit's all fucking up. I gotta make some adjustments over here. Bang. I'm sick. We'll figure out what's going on with old Travie and all the Chad and Brad family and the cannabis industry, everything in between, in about 20 minutes from now, somewhere in that ballpark. But till we get to that, we got a lot to talk about. I found some good stuff to talk about for Word on the Chain. Did some deep diving. So we'll get all into that here on the opposite side of the transition, but make sure you smashing. Hashtag take your vitamins into the YouTube live chat. You'll be entered in the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day. But for now, my friends, let's move on. First segment of the day. Word on the Chain. As per usual, my friends, cheers to you. And all the beautiful people out there sipping on the black elixir of the gods. Let me take my sip. I'll be right back. Oh, I'm running low on Coffee Labs coffee. It's about time for a shipment. About time I need some new bags. If it's about time for a shipment for you, drop on down to this episode's description. You'll see coffeelabs.com down there. If you want to order something, you can also get a little bit of a benefit, a little bit of a discount if you want. 10% off all your orders on coffeelabs.com. You'll see a discount code down there. DMND Hand Radio. If you enter that at checkout, which we'll have to change that with Naked Z once he gets back off of vacation. If you enter that right now in the coupon code at checkout, you get that 10% off, and you'll also get free shipping on orders of $50 plus. No product, no merch, no nothing off limits. Go wild, go crazy, and support a local brother of ours that supports this show. We appreciate the hell out of you. Not local to me, but local to the Web3 space. Outside of that, yeah, that's all I got. Shout out Naked Z and the entire Coffee Labs family for keeping this guy, and all of the Diamond Hand fam heavily caffeinated. We'll do a Coffee Labs giveaway, if not this Friday, next Friday. I'm not sure what Probably this. We'll wait. Maybe we'll wait. We'll see. We'll see. Old Naked Z's on vacation. I don't want to put more on his plate than he's got. He's already got one. He's got to think about. So we'll wait till he gets back around. Maybe we'll do it this Friday. Who's to say? Who's to know? We'll see. Stay tuned. Maybe Coffee Labs giveaway coming this week. But my friends, hold on. One more sip. That was good. I don't usually like straws, but that sucker's damn good. Maybe it's just because it's so old gack. Maybe it's just because it's a premium taste, if you know what I'm saying. Who's to say? Who's to know? Okay, kids, it's officially that time. You know the drill. Oh, where is it? Here we go. All right, kids. Ether Bitcoin prices. It is officially time. Presented to you by CryptoBubbles.com. To kick off Word on the Chain today, let's take a look. Number one, as always, it seems to be right now. We'll see. Still speaking the flippening into existence, kid. But Bitcoin, BTC, current price per of 20,806. Market cap of 398 billion. 24-hour volume of 50 billion. Down 0.1% on the hour, down 6.4% on the day, and up 4.8% on the week. Ethereum, ETH, number 2 slot, current price per of 1,615, market cap of 198 billion, 24-hour volume of 22 billion, up 1.4% on the hour, down 5.5% on the day, and down 3.1% on the week. So lost all that weekly momentum on ETH, but not enough of a hit on Bitcoin, still up positive on the week. So nothing major to report. Shout out Jeff Matthews. You all found out he is one of the founders on the founding team of the Diamond Hand Media Group yesterday. Him and his flow, slow and low. That's how you go. That's the tempo. Whatever the hell he's been saying. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna be saying that in my doggone sleep, for crying out loud. He's literally gonna say it so doggone much that I'm eventually just going to buy some fucking flow. I think that's his whole point. I think his sales tactics, rather than, I mean, he does give you the value. I wouldn't. His sales tactics are badgering. He badgers you with the value, and then he gives you good, funny little jingles to think about to make you want to get involved even more. So, hey, what doggone? I don't know what I wanted to. I thought there was going to be a good little soundboard moment for that, but there was definitely not. So, hey, who knows? Not a joke or anything, but there you go. Word on the Chain has it. Item number 2. Doodles. Mentioned this on the Door Show. No, on Second Breakfast. If you tuned in a little while ago, shout out to one of the other shows under the Diamond Hand Media Group umbrella. They are live 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time till about 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every single day. Usually runs over a little bit because the kids can't stop talking. So prepare for about 1 o'clock most times Eastern Standard Time as per usual. That is 7:30 a.m. specific to 10:30 a.m. specific. There you go. That is also Pacific, but I'm a little dyslexic, also dyslexic, so who the hell knows? But there you go. There you know. Tune into the Second Breakfast. We talked about this, though. Doodles has officially raised a $54 million investment round. Woo! Talk about some doggone money. $704 million valuation Doodles just earned after this. I'm not sure what series round this was. The round was led by 776 investment firm. They were also accompanied in this investment by the VC arm of Reddit. Or I'm sorry. Means that 776 is the VC arm of Reddit, created by Alexis Ohanian. They were also accompanied by Accrue Capital, which is FTX's VC arm. Wouldn't you know, FTX has a venture capital arm for Web3 and NFT projects and various things like that. And then 10T Holdings is also involved on this one. Doggone, I got a dry throat today. 10T Holdings also involved. And then I also found, we talked about it a lot, so I didn't want to beat a dead horse. You can definitely go back and listen to all that recording, but I did pull a quote straight off of their Twitter, which I thought was really interesting, kind of opened up some rabbit holes to think about. Here's what they said. We are using the funding to rapidly acquire a world-class team of engineers, creatives, marketers, and business executives, as well as to fund product development, acquisitions, proprietary technology, media, and collector experiences. So nothing like, oh, we're investing in the metaverse. Oh, we're gonna bring this utility. Oh, we're gonna no. They're building this like a doggone business, and the community understands that. The community's not, oh, well, why aren't you using it to give us another pretty JPEG? Oh, why aren't we getting an IRL statue? No, they're hiring engineers, creatives, marketers, and business executives. You know how many badass humming beans you can hire from those exact fields for $54 million? I'll tell you how many, a shitload. And I would sure like to meet some of those people. I'll also tell you that to put the proverbial cherry on top of this Sunday fucking point. Doggone. I think it's pretty cool. It's a bear market. Grandolph said it today. In a bear market, nonetheless. In a bear market. He does kind of sound like that, doesn't he? Oh, I'm getting better at it. I'm getting better at his he does sound like a wizard. A wizard Australian. He does sound like an Australian wizard. That is wow. Wow, that is a mind-blowing thing. Doesn't look like one. He's one of the handsomest Australian wizards you ever seen in your life, but definitely sounds like one. How does somebody who is that damn nerdy, just a complete nerd, I mean a dweeb, if you will, like turn out looking okay? He's not like the fucking ugliest barrel in the barrel, ugliest apple in the barrel or the bushel, whatever you want to say. I mean, he's not the worst piece of porcelain in the dining room cabinet. You know what I'm saying? He's all right. But how? I mean, the kid can recite every line of Lord of the Rings, and that's like a 17-hour movie. I mean, what I don't know. I digress. But this is all I have to say to that. Sorry, Grandolph, had to make a little bit of content based on you. Appreciate you, buddy. Hope you're sleeping tight. Word on the chain has it. Item number 2. Jenny Q Ta is dropping an ETH Merge commemorative collection. If you don't know who JQT is, she's a popular, not developer like in the sense you would think like coding developer, but developing Web3. And she's a big voice in the space. She's got like 130K followers. She does a lot of cool shit. Well, she's coming out with this project. And well, you can actually follow her first if you want to find out more about her. Follow her at JQT_Web3VC. That is JQT_Web3VC. She's dropping the Vitalik the Goat collection. It is on the ETH blockchain, so shout out all you maxis. You can take advantage of this. It's a 10K collection. I didn't look into the mint price because it was supposed to drop today, but the pre-sale is still open. So apparently it is going to drop on merge day. So again, that was Thursday morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I talked about that yesterday. Essentially, holders will also get a custom IRL bobblehead to commemorate the merge, and a chance to win a ledger embedded into the bobblehead. I don't know what that means. I searched high and low. You can go to their website. You can go right. You can follow this at Vitalik_the GOAT. And Vitalik is VITALIK_the GOAT. And I looked high and low. I searched the website. I didn't get into their Discord. I didn't feel like doing all that shit right now. I didn't have enough time for that. But it says chance to win a ledger embedded into the bobblehead. It literally says that right on their Twitter bio. So I have no idea. Who knows what JT or JQT is going to have in addition to this. If this is just going to be the drop, you get a little bit of value with the ledger. You get your custom bobblehead. Hey, hi, how you doing? Keep it moving. Or is there going to be something more to this? I have no idea. But a 10K collection, I guess with it being what it means, like commemorating the merge, I guess you probably sell about 10K of those pretty doggone easy. There's at least 10,000 people I think would probably get one of those to at least have it in their wallet and then have the bobblehead sitting right here. And actually, I could never replace you, Dick. I wasn't going to say that. I know. I wasn't. Okay, fuck. Let me host my show. Sorry, somebody was worried about getting replaced over a fucking Vitalik bobblehead. I mean, goodness, chill out, would you? No, I mean, he would look good back there, wouldn't he? You know, there's plenty of room. There's room for two. Stop being so selfish, man. Golly, what a Dick Buttkiss. No wonder your name's Dick. Golly. No, I'm just kidding. Shout out, Dick. I love you, buddy. The old number 51. But that's all I got there. Who knows? Maybe my degen ass will get involved. Who knows? Who's to say? But I figured I could let you degenerates know about it just in case you wanted to as well. Word on the chain has it. Item number 4. David Bowie has made an official update. Not the David Bowie. Obviously, I had to give you an update on some of the news I dropped a little while ago. I think it was like, I don't know, 2 weeks ago when the David Bowie news came out. Bowie on the blockchain. This is going to be massive. Oh, my goodness. You got to check it out. I can't remember all the logistics and everything about it. And you might say, well, that's terrible hosting of you, Cap. Well, doesn't matter. They called the whole thing off. It's done. It's over with. I'm telling you what, there were so many uproared David Bowie fans on Twitter. I thought it was going to shut down. I thought they were going to have to shut down that part of Twitter for at least 48 hours. We're not even talking 24, 48 hours. Them people needed Jesus. They needed to slow down. Just relax and take a chill pill for a minute. I mean, they were just berating people for no reason in particular. Well, wouldn't you know? Rest in peace to the Queen. I don't ever want to go on without acknowledging. Wouldn't you know, they utilized what it seems to be, put on your tinfoil hat, the poor Queen's death as an opportunity to say, oh, no more on our NFT project in light of the Queen passing. So they literally put out an official statement. They were getting so much shit for putting out this NFT collection that they literally, in my opinion, what it looks like, again, unbiased, just shooting down the middle here, telling you how I feel, utilizing the Queen's death as a crutch in order to not drop an NFT project because of how crazy it was. Now, that might be an overstatement. Sure, you could be correct. I don't know. Maybe I'll be walking that back here in a little while when the David Bowie estate all of a sudden comes out and says, hey, I'm back. I'm live in prime time. We're dropping this NFT collection. I don't know. Who's to say? We will find out. But not a great look for the David Bowie estate. My friends, word on the chain has it. Item number 5. Citadel, Fidelity, and Chuck Schwab are announcing a partnership. That is Charles Schwab, in case you were real confused there for a moment. They've officially announced a partnership. They are launching a joint crypto exchange called EDX Markets. That is Echo Delta Xylophone. EDX Markets. What starts with an X? What is the fucking phonetic alphabet for X? John B, help me out, bro. I know you're in the chat there somewhere. Let's see here. Oh, this is backed by Virtue Financial, or who you might know as Vert. Also Sequoia Capital, big name, and Paradigm Financial. So interesting to see. Grandolph said it today, and I like what he said. I was sitting there laughing when I was reading some of this. He goes, oh, we need another crypto exchange. That's what we need. We need another. Oh, yeah, just another NFT marketplace. Beautiful. Thanks a lot, Chuck. Thanks a lot, Fidelity. That's really what we needed. But, you know, I mean, big surprise. If you scroll through the comments, I think literally one of the first comments is Gary V, and it's just go figure. So very interesting to see. But pulled it right from the article that and kind of a statement they put out. The CEO, I should have wrote down his name. That's bad podcasting on me, but I'll do better next time. Crypto is a $1 trillion global asset class with over 300 million participants and pent-up demand from millions more. Unlocking this demand requires a platform that can meet the needs of both retail traders and institutional investors with high compliance and security standards. Wow. Lot to unpack there. $1 trillion global asset class. Yeehaw. 300 million participants. What I find funny, pent up demand from millions more. So like literally people just, I want to get into NFTs, but I don't know. It's like, is that the pent up demand we're discussing? Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like pent up, like, I don't know. I feel like we could have, I don't know. I feel like we could have used a better phrase than that. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm not. Who's to say, who's to know? But that's what Citadel Fidelity and Chuck Schwab got to say about this new partnership and the launch of EDX Markets crypto exchange. Ladies and gentlemen, final word on the chain item of the day. Actually, quite possibly my favorite, because the plot thickens with the Coinbase insider trading lawsuit. Had to give you some updates. You know how I get down. I follow the cases and I bring them back to the show. If you've been paying attention, you'll know what's going on. But if you haven't, let me get you up to speed. So they had their preliminary pre-trial hearings. How do you plead? What's your deal? What's going down? Well, Ishan Wahi, who was the product manager of Coinbase, and Nikhil Wahi, who was the brother of that product manager, were both basically on the same page. Hey, bro, Migo, check it out. We're pleading not guilty. There's a couple of fucking little loopholes we can figure out here. I promise you, you just got to be cool, be chill. Just follow my lead. Relax. Don't worry. I got you. I promise. So they come to this agreement. They go to their trials separately, of course. However, Nikhil says, nah, it ain't for me. Ishan walks in and says, oh, yeah, beautiful. I plead not guilty. I didn't do this shit, Your Honor. I'm going to trial. Nikhil says, I'm guilty, Your Honor. I fucking did it. And Nikhil is now facing 20 years in prison, going to trial. And now Ishan is saying, bro, what the fuck? Now what am I supposed to do, you clown? Hello? Did you forget our conversation literally 17 minutes ago before we walked into this freaking chamber? Hello, you moron. Apparently he didn't. And now we got some issues. The third man, remember there was a third man. There was their friend involved. Samir Rahmani has not been officially charged, and he is still at large. This was over a month and a half ago, I feel like, at this point we've been talking about this. But there you go. Samir Rahmani still at large, on the run. Ishan Wahi pleads not guilty. And Nikhil Wahi, brother of product manager at Coinbase, formerly known product manager at Coinbase, Ishan Wahi pleads guilty. Quite the story, quite the update there, kids. Who's to say, who's to know what we find out there, but I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. That is absolutely wild. Talk about that. Talk about that courtroom. I bet that was just like, oh, wait, what? Everybody just turned around. What did he say? He went, ooh, shit. Yeah, you know, that'll be interesting. But I'll keep you up to date for now. That does it for Word on the Chain. All right, my friends, you know the drill. One more cheers to you, as always, for this segment. Peace, love, and positivity to all of you as well. This segment brought to you by Coffee Labs Roasters. I am sipping on some Witch's Brew today. Nice, smooth blend. Thank you, Naked Z. Good stuff. As we're wrapping up the segment, in case you guys didn't. That's why I keep the doggone chat off. I can't. I come back to you guys and I read them, and I get so doggone distracted in your doggone comments over here. This shit cracks me up. I love you guys. I love you guys. Thank you so much for all the support, for being in the live chat. Like, it cracks me up. I absolutely love it, but I literally can't stare at it, or I will literally get lost and I won't know what to say. But sometimes I can do it. Sometimes I cannot. Today, the secret phrase of the day, September 13th, 2022. Hashtag take your vitamins. Hashtag take your vitamins. Hashtag take your vitamins. That is the secret phrase of the day. Enter it into the YouTube live chat, and you will be entered into the Daily Door Show giveaway of the day that we will draw at the very end of this show. So stick around, but strap in, lock back in. Hopefully you got a refresher of your agua or your coffee, because now we're about to get into the bulk of the show, my friends. It's time for the second segment of the day. Doorkeepers. Oof. Sorry, that's a thirsty boy. Whew. Sorry, man. Oh man, I was a thirsty little fella. Wow, I'm gonna need to get after my other glass once I bring this guy in. But last call. Hashtag take your vitamin. Secret phrase of the day. YouTube live chat. You know what to do, my friends. I now ask you to get on your feet and put your hands together for my brother. One of my best friends in this space, a man that I have known for just about my entire time in this space. We disconnected, fell apart. I don't know how the hell it even happened. And all of a sudden, we just got back into a space together, started friggin' the Midday Munchies, and now the rest is history. Ladies and gentlemen, the founder of the Chad and Brad Family NFT Collection. Legal, Lord Scale provider, you motherfucker. Host of the Midday Munchies. Owner of Foundation Dispensary, which I got some news for you about that, good sir. I can't wait to hop into that conversation. And last but certainly not least, PLP pusher, diamond hander, one of the biggest, hardest-hearted humans I know in this space. My man, back for his usual dose of Tuesday shenanigans. Or should I say toke of Tuesday shenanigans? Travis Pastore. Oh, look at that guy.
Yeah, it's not functional though. I need a screen. But yeah, it's my fancy. I got this from Cabo.
Oh, I got one of those, dude. Oh shit, I gotta find. Oh man, now you got me wanting to find that thing. I think it's in one of my smoking shoe boxes. I got one of them shoe boxes just filled with old glass, old bowls, and just random shit. But wow, hey, we're gonna go down some rabbit holes today, huh? What's up, buddy? How's it going? How you feeling?
Happy Tuesday. How you doing?
Happy Tokin Tuesday. You know, if I was any better, I'd be twins. But
I got something for Ferk. I saw. I did look at the chat. You're not supposed to look at the chat because it distracts you. But yes, Ferk. I'll show my lip tattoo. I mean, you really can't see it, but
it's pretty well gone.
It's pretty gone. It's like
you can kind of see it. Yeah, it's pretty much gone. It kind of says Travioli.
Started point, Ferk. I got to get it touched up. I'll work on it just for you.
Oh shit! Thank you for sharing Travioli with us, Mr. Travioli. Tokin Tuesday. I don't know, man. Excuse me. I'm doing great. You know, the whole. If I was any better, I'd be twins, but nobody could handle two of me. You know, a lot of people couldn't handle two of me, apparently. But hey, what the fuck ever, man. We're out here. We're growing. We're building. Massive announcements yesterday. Obviously, Diamond Hand Media Group kind of putting themselves on the map and planning for some big shit. So I'm excited to have you part of that. Obviously, I said that on Second Breakfast today, regardless of where the Door Show goes, Diamond Hand Media Group goes, any of the content we do goes, like you're always got Tuesdays at this time, baby. So we always have a fucking blast and I appreciate the hell out of you, man. What's up with you? What's going on? Get us up to date. How's the Casa de Trav living these days?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Last week I was a little MIA just for IRL personal reasons, but I'm back. We're coming back strong this week. We got the AMA tonight, so people, if they want to come by, if they want to ask questions, get updates on where we're at in the project and everything Web3, they can come by and talk about that. There has been, I know
What time is that?
3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Yeah.
3 p.m. Pacific, also known as 6 p.m. Eastern. There you go, kids. Right. Nice quick math for you.
I got to start. I really do have to start including all the other times out. Someone gave me shit the other day on Twitter because I posted Happy 420 and I didn't specify or anything, but it was 420 on the West Coast. And someone gave me shit. I got to include the rest of the world too. So now I try to announce as much as I can. But
you know what? It's not like, do you have Coachella CA on your PP? Like, I feel like you do, right?
I think so. I thought I did.
I'm about to look. I'm honestly about to look because I just tweeted something out. As I was the usual, hey, joining me. No, yeah, you do. Hey, you got Coachella, California. So what else do you want him to do? What else do you want him to do? You want him to operate on Eastern time? Huh?
Did I get banned from Twitter?
I don't know. I think maybe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably just lagging. Yeah, because no, it looks good. Did I get banned from Twitter? You fucking clown. No, you did not get banned from Twitter. But make sure you retweet that if you just saw the tweet come out. If you're over on Twitter, slide over to YouTube. Hit that link. Don't be afraid. That's not a bad link. I'm the only guy in this doggone. Well, there's other humans that post okay links, but a lot of people that are just throwing links out there. Don't fucking click them. But me, this guy, hey, they're all gonna be okay. Anything from my page, make sure you verify it's me though. However, shit. Let's dive into it, dude. You actually just mentioned that AMA too. I wanted to talk about that the hell was it? Meta conference. I don't know if that had been we'll get into that too. I saw that shit. I'm gonna try and see if I can pull it up because it was badass. I was watching that shit on Twitter and I was like, yo, if that's the future, that's fucking sick. Like that's sick. So I'm gonna try and pull that up. But Chad and Brad updates alpha, the huge, how we kick it off on Tokin Tuesdays. What's going on with Chad, Brad, Dad, and Bryce? What's going on with the metaverse? What's going on with Chad X? Please enlighten us. Oh, Travie, good sir.
Definitely, man. Yeah. So you mentioned the Meta conference that did get postponed. I think there were some last minute technical issues, basically just coordinating. I know there was a lot of different projects. There were a lot of booths that were going. And so they had to coordinate all that and get everybody to get in there. You had to customize your booth. You had to make sure that your graphics were good, your colors, had all your information, your links to all your socials. That was one of the cool things about the conference was people could just walk into the booth and a little sidebar would pop up and it would have all the information on the project, your description that you wrote out, all your socials, link to your Mint site. I don't know when they're going to start that up. A couple people reached out to me about wanting to get involved, and so I tagged the guys. Oh, nice.
How badass is that? How fucking badass is that? How fucking badass is that, bro? That's raw as fuck. And you're just hanging out in there, just shooting the shit, talking just hey, this is what we do. And I love how the whole background it's on loop in case you guys are wondering. That whole background is just literally that it's the whole fucking Chad X passive staking thing. Like that's so badass, dude. Like that's badass.
Yeah, so it was actually, dude, to be honest, they hit us up. So when we brought Chadma, I guess they had a few people drop out of the conference. And so he hit me up literally the night before the deadline to submit everything. It was like, yo, we need shit for this conference. They had a link to a Dropbox with all the, dimensions and everything that we had to meet and all the requirements for all the, information and shit we had to put up. And so we were scrambling, and Truth had put together that graphic about all the passive staking. And I was like, dude, this is the most informational graphic we have on staking in general.
Anytime anybody asks me, I'm like, if you don't understand what I just said, I have that thing saved in my favorites and I just toss it out. I'm just like, yo, check this out. You'll understand. Shout out Truth for making that shit. It's badass.
No, yeah, and I like that it's kind of an ode to Baby Lungs Bree as well. We've got all the lower cannabis taxes family. I know that was kind of her thing, was she was looking for just the lower cannabis taxes sign, which I thought was awesome. That was kind of her trait. I guess she runs that great gang. And yeah, so one of the cool things we do talk about California news and cannabis, and one of the that did just recently happen is they passed a law. It's not tax related, but it is cool for people who do smoke and have an IRL job. A lot of people were worried because you'd go and you'd smoke weed, right? And you might get drug tested. Even though weed's legal, certain jobs would still fire people if they tested positive for THC.
Same in Illinois.
Yep. So now in California, they did pass a law that it's no longer a fireable offense.
Thank you, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Thanks to heavens. I thought I heard just this crazy shout coming from the west that was just echoing. I didn't know what it was, but now it makes sense. Holy shit. I'd be screaming loud as shit too if that happened here. Damn. Because yeah, it's by business or by employer, whatever, in Illinois too. You work a construction job, they'll fire your ass, no question about it. But there's restaurants, fuck, they won't even waste the money on it. It's too much money to run that shit. And what I love, even though you run a dispo and you're like, oh yeah, you kind of think about it, you allow your employees to smoke, which I think is fucking dope. I'm productive as shit. Even Turvik was like, well, like, are you just smoking all the time? Or what? Yeah, I am smoking all the time. What about it? Is there a problem? Is there an issue? Take your vitamins. Sorry, it's good for me. It helps the kid. Say whatever. And the fact that it, like, I can resonate, bro. If I could just, like, at my previous jobs, if I could just sit at my desk, be blowing a joint, like, oh my gosh, I would be the most productive guy on the planet. So I don't know. I think that's badass, and that them passing that law is huge. That's massive.
Well, obviously, you know, if you're a truck driver, if you're somebody in construction who operates heavy machinery, things like that, if you're high on the job, you know, you can probably still get in trouble. But as far as going and applying for a job, you know, putting in applications, worrying about, all right, if I smoked, I got to get clean, right? I'm going to apply for this job. They're probably going to drug test. Now it's not something you really have to worry about. They can't really discriminate by law against people for that. So that's really cool. That's a big step forward. We do allow our employees to smoke, man, because one of the biggest things that we preach is, you know, the employees have to know about the product too. That's one of the big things, and why we're so adamant about.
Good excuse.
If you say somebody calls and they ask, you know, that's the number one question that we get from customers when they call is, well, what do you like? What do you suggest? What do you I want this for this. You know, I'm not really a heavy smoker. I want that. We need people to be able to know and be able to give good information on what they should buy, because that's how you get positive reviews. That's how you get return customers. Like, if you give good information and you set people up with what they're looking for, they're going to come back and they're going to like the experience. But if you just throw out, they're like, yeah, what do you like? What do you suggest? You're like, oh, I don't know. This is good. You know, this is like 60 an eighth. It looks really good. I think it tastes good. It'll get you high. People are like, all right, well, whatever. You know, some will get it, but they might not come back. They don't really get that experience. So we did have a pretty cool, this is a little bit of alpha. We had a pretty cool conversation about somebody who specifically their thing in the space is education on cannabis. And they're doing a lot just to help, you know, IRL dispensaries, right, to educate their consumers. And so I can't go too into detail because we still are talking to them to figure out what they can do for us and how we can work together. But these guys are on the forefront, man. They're, you know, they were dropping a lot of info. They do, one of the things that they have disclosed is kind of their 3D scanning of actual product, right? So rather than just, in Cali, everything's prepackaged. You know, I can't have a jar of nugs that somebody just walks into the dispo and they're, hey, let me pop that. I want to smell it. I want to grab it. You know, back in the days, people would be pulling nugs out and breaking them and smelling them, tossing them back. And, you know, that was kind of just how it was. Now everything's prepackaged. Hardly ever get to see the product before you even buy it. You can't smell it. You can't see it. Some people have samplers out, but, you know, how long have those been sitting there out in the open air, just drying out? Terps go. So yeah, these guys, they take 3D scans, they get digital assets for you of the products that you carry, the physical nugs, wax, whatever it is. And you can utilize that for your menu on your website to give people kind of an idea. And for deliveries, that's huge. And that's something we've always been talking about for our dispensary, our metaverse dispensary, is we want people to be able to come in, actually have the 3D renderings of those nugs so they can see that product. They can see the packaging. They can pop it open. They drop a nug on the table, whatever it is, and they can actually look into the strain, see the tests, see the COAs that go along with that, so they know exactly what they're smoking. And so these guys, I think, can help us get there. And I was stoked to have that conversation.
Key takeaway for me from everything that you just said, over all the fucking alpha you just dropped in information, is just that how much you treat this like a business, how much you see the 10, 20 years down the road. And if people aren't seeing that, you're just fucking blind. Like, you're just, open your eyes, open your ears, and sit down and start taking some notes. Because if you're not invested in Chad Brad NFT, I don't know what the hell you're doing. I truly just don't know what you're doing at this point in time. But one thing I wanted to mention, and what you talked about a lot heavily there, was your dispo. And if you guys don't know, if you're on the West Coast, if you're anywhere near what's the valley? It's not What?
Coachella Valley. It's Coachella Valley.
It is a Coachella Valley.
So it is
wait.
Riverside, Coachella Valley.
Okay. Yeah. If you're in Coachella Valley, which I need to get there, that's not. When I say it, I'm actually get there eventually. Like I speak it into existence. I got to work on that though. That's all. Again, I got to be 3 more places this year alone before we go to freaking Coachella. But everybody relax. I'm only one guy. But you know, everything you got going on with Foundation and incorporating the NFT project and not needing the NFT to keep the business going, like that's already there. And this NFT just being an outlet and a bonus for not only people in the area, but also cannabis enthusiasts nationwide and worldwide. You know, we got a lot of worldwide members in the community as well, or holders, or whatever the hell you want to say. So that being said, I have talked to a few people who, when I say, like, I chill you from time to time, you know, you're my boy. You're my boy. I got you fucking coming on every damn Tuesday. So I talk about it from time to time. I'm always enjoying my vitamins. Shit. So I've heard a few people now, they say, oh shit, I know Foundation. Like, fuck, damn, I know Foundation. Damn, okay, for sure. Like, I think now is such an auspicious time for you, man, and to see what you're doing and taking the metaverse, like to hear what you just talked about the metaverse and having the physical samples and everything. Like, that's nobody gives a fuck about that stuff. No, like you're doing it differently. You're doing it the right way. Nobody care. Nobody is talking about it like that. It's like, oh, we'll go into the metaverse. I don't know. Like you have tangible goals that you want and things that you want to see in there. And I can't wait till it's a fucking reality. And like that's Web3 is the real deal Holyfield. It's just the internet. So shouts to you. And I just gotta let you know, people fucking know about Foundation, and it might be time to start flexing Foundation a little bit harder, getting you guys some good business in there, and really getting some shit pumping with Chad and Brad. But hey, who's to say, who's to know? I'm not a businessman or anything. I don't do anything like that.
Well, so that is one thing, man. You know, we push right now. It's been mainly NFT focused, right? Minting the project because that's our goal. We want to mint as many NFTs as we can because it's going to get us to where we want to be a lot faster. You know, obviously, than just having to funnel straight from the business to expand. We can utilize funds that we bring in to expand the business in digital world and IRL. And so, you know, obviously, over the last 8-9 months that we've been doing this, a lot of projects have come out, a lot of similar, you know, cannabis is huge. The industry is booming. So obviously people are going to catch wind and they're going to start doing it. But the way that we're doing it and the way that we want to do it is so different than the way anybody else has envisioned it in their minds and what they're already doing and what they have in place. I think it's just going to blow people away. And that's why I said, you know, it might be taking a little longer, but what we're actually going to bring to people, you can't rush perfection, man. And this it's going to be absolutely perfect what we come out with. And shout out to Truth because I know he's telling me not to drop any alpha in the Truth.
Travis, shut the fuck up. Travis, shut the fuck up.
But I mean, I anything that we haven't already talked about, right? We've always talked about wanting to have this 3D product, wanting to have education in our shop, wanting people to be able to actually see what they're trying to buy. We've always talked about that. And so shout out to Truth because he actually went out and found somebody that can help facilitate that's already doing it IRL and is already trying to integrate to Web3 too, and has in a big way. So shout out to him for finding exactly what we need to help fulfill our goals and to the highest quality. That's the other thing is like the people that we choose to partner with. We're very, very picky about collabs, man. It's you have to be because look at Kenna, look at the Isles of Meta and everything that she's done. You know, I've seen other people that have come to me and said, you know, we build on Unreal Engine. We've got a metaverse as well. Come check it out. And you go and look at it and it's just, you know, yeah. And with Kenna, it's just incredible what she's done. Just the quality of her work, the amount of hours she's put into it, the other projects that she's collabed with and brought in. So that's why we obviously prefer to work with that metaverse and everything.
Kenna, can I please have you on the show? This is me saying again, I sent you another DM. Hey, Kenna, hi. We were in the DMs, me, you, and Truth, and now I say, hey, here I am. You know, maybe somebody else put in the good word for me. What the hell? I think that would be really interesting because I yeah, I think her Isles of the Meta is absolutely bananas. And the fact that you guys got in early and before anybody really knows about it, and you guys are going to be on the main island is absolutely insanity. A couple things I need to mention. Very surprising you guys are picky with collabs when you literally have a goon on the team who refers to himself as Tits, and he will literally tell people not to follow him as to not make his reach any better because he doesn't want bullshit followers. Good.
He puts same thing with Kenna. Truth, I've got to say, because he gets a lot of. I basically forced him to open his DMs, and I think that's why he's like, "Don't fucking follow me," because now my DMs are open, and I don't need all these fucking DMs flooding. And I think now he sees the amount of bullshit that comes through the DMs, and just the whether it's promoters, whether it's bots, marketers, links, whatever comes through. I think he now sees that, and so he's able to weed through all of that and find quality. And so that's why I do commend. He's the perfect collab manager. He's been finding a lot of amazing collabs and just crushing it. From Kenna, from the guys that we just found. We're also talking to I'm sure you've seen Donkey Kicks hop up in our space as well, and those guys with NFA, they're all crushing it. So it's quality over quantity, 100%.
150% OQP, man. Only quality people. That's what we do around here. A couple of shout outs I got to make. Let's see. Good. Shout out Baby Lungs Bree. I just wanted to make sure she wasn't saying anything that I shouldn't post up there. But nobody ever really does. But hey, I just make sure. Shout out Baby Lungs Bree. I saw you in there. Shout out Alpha. He wanted to make sure he said hello to Travioli. And also Chadma, yes. I don't know how many. Let's see here. I don't know how many fucking. Come on, where's that thing at? There it is. I don't know how many shows I've done with this guy now. I'll go back and count. And literally, say, I'll get a webcam, bro. I'll get a webcam. And then next show will come, and we got the fucking phone. I will get a webcam, man. I'm gonna get a webcam. And now here we are. I don't even know how many fucking Token Tuesdays later. It's not like this is some new deal. It's not like this is just, this is 66 episodes we're talking here, and he's been a part of every single week. So at least, 5 times 10 is fucking, that's 10 weeks. That's 50. So, over fucking 10. Okay. That's what I'm trying to tell you here. Please, for the love of goodness, I don't know, maybe use some of that foundation money. Use some of that Chad and Brad Mint money. I don't know, fucking some of your sock drawer money. And just get you a fucking $30 webcam so the people can see and they're not worried about you fucking watching you over there just buzz away. Oh my fucking, thank you, Chadma. Thank you for bringing me up to this topic. I needed it. Appreciate you.
I know, and I don't like the angle that this camera gives either. So now I've got to now you're right.
You got so much more screen. Like you see all this black, just you got so much screen to work with there. Oh, let's see. Wow. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, hey, who would have known? Who would have thunk? Who knows? But he still could use it.
We just made it way better. Everything's so much better now. Nobody can complain.
We shouldn't have told him that. We still need to get him a webcam, Chadma. Let's talk some nonsense. Let's talk, well, not nonsense, some real shit for a minute, and then we'll get into the nonsense. Royalties. I couldn't remember. I was trying to look back. I don't remember if we talked about this before. We just barely touched on it, but being a project founder, I thought you'd give some damn good insights on this. Because royalties are a hot topic still in the space. There's the X2Y2, 0% royalties, or you choose, if you will. Oh, however much you think the creator deserves, which who the fuck's going to pay anything if you got a zero option? Number one. Number two, there's like projects that were 2.5%, 3%, whatever, bull market have shot up to 7%. 8% in some spots. One of those notables being Meebits, if I'm not mistaken, or some part of the Yuga Labs family. One did that. Not saying inherently bad to have high royalties, but we'd like to maybe think on that thought as well. Then you got the ones that are up there at 7.5%, 8.5%, 10% in some cases with the free mints. and that's how they survive, is those royalties. So what's your thoughts overall on royalties? What do you think a good percentage is, and just what's your thoughts in general where the space is kind of right now with their outlook overall on royalties?
So that's a good question, because I've brought that up to the community too, because when I started the project initially, we were at, I think, a 0.07 mint and 2.5% royalty. And so I dropped the mint price overall to 0.05 because of the way the market was going. And I wanted to keep it a certain, like a certain barrier. I didn't want to have a barrier to entry, right? I wanted anybody to get involved that wanted to get involved. I wanted to make it affordable. It wasn't like a 0.2 or a point whatever. So we did the 0.05 and we kept the 2.5% royalty. And I brought that up to the community. I think I asked Bocephus was the one that told me, you should raise that. He was like, most definitely raise that, get that to at least 5%, 7%. And I haven't done that. I haven't done so, obviously, because we're continuing to mint on. But once we get to that point and we're minted out and we do need to depend on royalties, we can go back and kind of see where the market's at. But right now, yeah, I've kept it at the 2.5%. I appreciate people that sweep the floor. I don't like holding sweep the floor events anymore, because I feel like that gives people
look,
like
this is a good time to go floor my NFT.
Exactly. Yeah. So you end up with like, oh, we've got 5 or 6 to bring our floor back to our mint price 0.05, and you're like, let's do a sweep the floor event so we can have people go and sweep those 5 or 6, and then all of a sudden 20 get dropped on the floor, and now you're still at the same floor, but now you're even further away from your mint price, and you're like, well, what the hell? How did that work? So that does happen, unfortunately. So that's why we haven't really pushed for sweeping the floor or anything like that. I appreciate people that do bring the floor up, but as far as the royalties go, they basically just go right back in. And we've been taking a lot of the funds that we've been bringing in, honestly, and going out and supporting other projects and people in our community, people that we associate with, right? Kumkar, she just recently had a mint event. So we went out and we were all supporting her during that mint event and minting some of her NFTs because of what she's doing IRL. And so people that we do hang out with and associate with on a day-to-day basis, we'll go in and support them, not only in spaces, but also by minting their projects. It's kind of almost part of being a founder. Once you get to that point to be able to support others, you should go out and help support when you can. And so we end up taking those NFTs and we use them for giveaways, or we'll do mint parties, and those will be prizes for people that come in and decide to mint our project, right? So that's just kind of a way that you can support other project founders and things like that. But to go back to the original where I was on this tangent, I always go down.
Great tangent.
We do motivate people to mint primarily rather than go and sweep the floor, because we can always worry about the floor later. We know the value that we're bringing, and I think it's going to be one of those where when everything hits, because of everything we've got going on, we wanted to do it all right now, right? We feel like it's been long enough that we've been promoting the project. We're 6 away. We've almost got 10K followers on Twitter that we've built organically over the last 8 months. If you're into that sort of thing, and so that's. We've gotten to that point where we can start really dropping some major shit. And so we put a lot into place. We've got a lot on our plate and we've got a lot going on.
I spelled your fucking at wrong, and I just realized that I put the N before the A. It was Chad N-A-D Brad NFT.
I do that a lot. Chad Nad Brad.
Chad Nad Brad. Chad and Brad NFT, because you see Chad _labs over there. That's actually Travioli. Down there, that's actually the project. Chad and Brad NFT is where you can follow it at.
It's funny too, by the way, just to interject, because there's been, Yuga Labs, they were Bored Ape Yacht Club, and Truth Labs, I think they did Goblin Town and stuff like that. And I've been Chad Labs since 2015, 2016, something like that. And I've had that. That's just been like my Instagram. After Kilo Labs, after I got sued, I changed it to Chad Labs as an ode to, the guys that sued me. It was a bunch of Chads that ended up suing me, and they just owned the trademark. And it was funny because somebody even mentioned in a space the other day that companies will make more money off of suing people for their IP that people use, that they're not supposed to use. They'll make more money suing people over IP than they actually will for that IP. So it's funny because they never use the word kilo anywhere. I've never seen it on like anything they're doing.
Fuckers.
And so they hit me with the lawsuit. So I went to Chad Labs. And so I think it goes along perfect with the Web3, you know, Yuga Labs and all the labs.
Good shit. Good shit. Good decision. Good decision. Hindsight 2020 is good on this one. Couple of things I wanted to mention. First was floor price. Okay, my humble opinion. There's nothing wrong with taking profits. There is not at all. But the blockchain doesn't lie. And if an NFT has literally been transferred via giveaways or gifted 4 to 5 separate times, and then you go and undercut the floor with that, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, it's $30 fucking dollars. What are you doing? Just stop. Like, I will literally look at that transaction history and I will go buy another one. Like, I will just make your shit sit there. I know that's petty as fuck, but like, seriously, I looked at 2 NFTs I was going to sweep last night. I moved on because there were situations like that and I swept other ones. I was literally like, oh, this person actually, like, I can see they're making a profit. Bang, let me scoop that one. If I'm just seeing people being total dicks and like flooring just to take money when they have valuable projects, when they haven't even taken the time to stumble into the Discord, fall over to the Twitter, hop into a space on accident, maybe see if there's a couple other PPs. Let me follow them around for a day, see what they do, see if I can learn about the community. Instead of doing that, they just say, fuck it, this doesn't have any worth. I don't like the art on the floor. And I'm sorry if that pisses you off. You're part of the problem. My apologies, very much so. But sorry, not sorry about that one. I know that's petty, but it's what I've been doing. It's like, what the fuck? It's just annoying. It's annoying to see, and I leave it down there. Like, forget it. We'll eventually sweep it up, but I'm gonna sweep the other ones before I sweep that one. But also I had to say fuck you, Jaden. Also known as fuck you, Grandolph. You're a big piece of shit. I don't need your rat nonsense. Your alpha means nothing here. I do believe they are going right back to the moon. Just a brief dip. Please look back at everything that is currently going on in this space. Cyclical, my friend, cyclical. It is 1 week. We know 1 week is literally a fucking year in this space. We're going through the downturn. Give me till Friday, and I'll bet you be humming a different tune. Also, go to bed. It's like 7 a.m. right now. Why go to sleep? Like, you no wonder you have no other social life outside of Web3. You show up here, you show up every space, and then the time you don't have in Web3, you spend in Web3. So hey, whatever. You know what? Do what you got to do. Do what you got to do. Love you, Grandolph. Shout out, man. One more that I wanted to touch on, because I thought it was pretty damn interesting. I've been talking to a lot of people. Fuck you, Grando. I've been talking to a lot of people about this exact topic. And I asked all the guys. I didn't ask him this yesterday. I asked him kind of pursuing that passion, but we talked about that a lot. I've been talking about networking. And I say a lot. Shout out HD and JTR and whoever else has been saying this quote like a madman in the space, or a mad woman. Your network is your net worth. And you know, I've been asking a lot of people about that. What's your thoughts on that? Where you at? What's going on? Yada, yada, yada. Just getting some good content out of it. And I've got some really good stuff. So I'll turn it on you, Mr. Travioli. Thoughts on networking? Not
Huge.
only how to, sorry, hold on. I was thinking, not only how to, but also what is it kind of done for your life? And I think that's where you were going to start off there. And why is it so huge?
Yeah, because it's definitely huge, man. Networking
Huge.
is huge. No, it's massive. Because that's one of the first things that I talked about, right? When we started our company, was we were just a few guys that got lucky on some investments and were able to put some funds together to get licensed and get some stuff going. But at the end of the day, we really you still have to pay for inventory. You still have to be able to, find locations. You have to be able to do things with the city to where people don't realize when you want to get licensed, you got to go into the city to their city council meetings. You got to show face. You got to go in front of the city council and basically preach to why you deserve this license and what you're going to do for the city and the community to help, and why you're just not some dude that's trying to come in and get rich off a pot. A lot of these cities have people do that. And unfortunately, some people just pay their way through that, but we weren't in a position to pay city council members. I'm not going to say that people do this, but, some people do. We weren't in that position, right? So we contacted our network. We found people that we knew from the city, within the city, people that owned smaller brands back in Prop 215, man. You wouldn't believe the amount of people that like Rove, Heavy Hitters, Brass Knuckles, all these big brands, they started as a couple of guys in their garage pumping out product, and so if you knew them back then and you worked with them and you had a good working relationship, that was the biggest issue in cannabis, is so many people screwed over so many other people over small shit, like not paying bills, not being able to, like, ripping people off for packs, stupid shit like that. Like someone's going to give them a few packs and they're going to go sell them and they just never pay for them. They ghost the guy. And you just burned a massive bridge, because one day that dude, he might go legal. He might have a huge company based off of everything he's been doing. And since you burned him in the past, he's never going to work with you in the future. So we made a huge point to network back in those times, man. Back in the early Prop 215s, when there was only a few brands out there, we networked our asses off and we made sure never to burn anybody. And so that's how we got to where we're at today. We were able to get a ton of product on the arm to start up our retail. Brands would come in and normally they'd say, all right, yeah, you've got 2 weeks to pay us the bill. We had people that were going 3-4 months when we first opened our doors. And we're like, don't worry about it, man. Get me when you get me. It's relationships like that are going to get you a lot further. And we made sure to always make sure those guys got paid off. It might have taken us a long time in the beginning, but we definitely made sure that we took care of that. And so that's how we were able to get to where we're at today. And, I think everything we've been doing with Twitter, same thing. We hopped into spaces early. We got to know everybody. We talked to everybody. We really talked to everybody, to where we made connections to where they remembered us. And if we hopped into a space now, even if we haven't been in there in 4 or 5 months, they're probably still going to remember us. And so that's what you got to do. That's where you want to really be to build up your network.
Cannabis sounds an awful lot like Web3 to me, to tell you the truth. A couple of guys in a garage. That seems to be how it always starts. I've been saying that a lot. I think that was Joey Capitano. I think we're the ones that he said that on this show. We're the ones that are in our garage. We're literally the Bill Gates in his garage building Microsoft right now, right? Like that's what this is. And it's damn cool to hear that. Like, you buy in early. Look how far cannabis has come now. Like you just talked about, they passed a statewide law that now it's not a fireable offense to piss dirty on THC, which you can't even do that now because it's legal. So it's badass. Like that's really, really, really badass. And it's just cool to know that buying into things like this. And it also sounds like Web3 to me, burning bridges. There's a lot of nonsense going on right now, boy. I mean, a lot of fucking nonsense. And I am so blessed and highly favored to have the mindset of, number one, you want to play in the fucking sandbox, go over there, bang your rattle on your high chair somewhere else. You ain't got no space to do it around me, period. You have thick skin, grow the fuck up, or get the fuck out. There ain't no point of having emotions in business and money. And that's what this is at the end of the day. I love everybody, love making connections, doing all that stuff. But like, it's time to grow up. These are the times when the men are separated from the boys, the ladies are separated from the girls, right? Like that. This is the time that happens. And unfortunately, a lot of people are fucking that up right now. A lot of people are losing that opportunity. But it's very interesting to see what the future will hold with some of that happening. But also at the same time, a lot of people are forming alliances. Shout out the Diamond Hand Media Group. Shout out every project and everybody that's a part of this. For crying out loud, from the Chad and Brads to the Quakas to the Gax to the Barus, and I could keep going, the Woke Zombies and beyond. It's such a massive community. It's so damn cool. And I truly believe these are the people that are going to be making it, are going to be the ones that are sitting here talking about NFTs and Web3, just like you talked about cannabis and how you invested earlier in the Pop 215 days. So good shit, man. You got anything else on that?
Yeah, so that's kind of the thing, man, with cannabis too. It's really cutthroat, you know, and we've had people where we've had suppliers, we've had people come in as vendors, and you know, we've been working with them for a little while, and they might rub somebody the wrong way in our organization, and it sucks, and emotions will get in the way, but emotions can lose you money, especially in stocks, crypto, things like that. A lot of people preach when they're investing in stocks is you have to leave your emotions at the door, mainly just because you could get in on something, and you know, you let your emotions get the best of you, and you're like, oh shit, this is gonna pump, even if you've looked at the TA and you know that, oh my god, this is probably the peak, this is probably where I should be taking profits, this is probably what I need to get out. Your emotions are going to keep you in because you're thinking it's going to go to the moon, and then of course when it doesn't, you're screwed. Definitely don't sacrifice your morals, though. That's a big difference too. Emotions and morals, a lot of people, you got to remember, stay true to yourself, be yourself, always be you, and regardless of what you're doing, people are going to see that, and they know it's going to take you a lot further. So
150%, man. I appreciate that. And also, just any kind of to close out on the serious notes before we dive into the shenanigans again. Obviously you had some bold predictions, some convictions, if you will, back in the Prop 215 days. And I think it's very interesting to touch base on these subjects and see where people are. And obviously we connect every single week. So it kind of changes from week to week, and you might see something new, especially being a founder too. So bold predictions for the space. Anything new you've seen? I always ask you, anything else you're thinking about 3-6 months, the short-term little checkers moves, or any of the long-term chess moves?
well, what do we got? Like 2 days until this merger goes through? Is that what's going on?
6 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Thursday. So yeah, we're right there, kid. We're right there.
I mean, that's going to tell you a lot right there. Well, I'm going to wait for that. I don't want to put any bold predictions until I see that happen, because there's been a lot of claims that have come out around that, right? Just the fact that gas fees are going to be reduced by up to 99%. Right, the energy use and all that they're preaching, that's something we're really going to have to see. If that holds true, then hell yeah, to the moon. If it ends up being a lot of bullshit and we still get flooded by mass dumps on OpenSea, or people swapping certain tokens or whatever, and getting out of certain stuff, then yeah, it's probably going to be right where we're at. I don't see it really affecting negatively, to the point where it's not going to follow, you know, the TA that people have out there, the support resistance that it's you know, been hovering around, bouncing around. But going back, talking about kind of cannabis too, you know, that market's been just like crypto, man. You know, there's been highs, lows. Certain products will cost a lot more, and then they'll dump, and then they'll go back up, and then they'll dump. Like right around now, October's coming up. They call it Croptober, and you know, prices of cannabis are going to come down because everyone's harvesting. So everything's a roller coaster, and it's all about patience. So if people are going to be patient, they're going to just, you know, I think that's all you got to do right now. Get through this merger, see what happens, and adjust accordingly towards the holidays.
There you go. And I think the holiday seasons are going to do a lot for it. I think there's going to be that classic boom come that time of the year. And if you don't have a bag then, don't be coming to me crying. Do not, because I have been preaching it for the last 3 months. And I'm going to keep preaching it until we get to that point in time. And then it's going to go back to the moon. It's going to. It might not be right off the rip, but it is definitely going to go back to the moon. So love that opinion, man. Appreciate that. That's all I got for the serious shit. Project updates, all that good stuff we usually talk about. You know how we get down, my guy. Let's get a little weird. Let's finish this shit. I got some good ones today. Holy shit. Finish the sentence, Travis. Are you ready, sir?
Yes, sir.
Number one. If I could only listen to one album for the rest of my life, that album would be
Sublime, 40 Ounces to Freedom.
Wow. I smoke 2 joints in the morning. I smoke 2 joints at night. Yeah, that's a banger. That's a banger of an album. Holy fuck. Okay, I agree with that one. Number 2. If I could only use one condiment for the rest of my life, that condiment would be
Chipotle mayo.
oh shit, like some Subway
Like some
Chipotle
spice.
mayo.
Yeah, like some spicy mayo. Some
Okay.
Southwest, yeah.
You know, I love
can't
you,
do
man.
mushrooms.
I love you,
can't do
man.
it.
But man, and I don't mind. I don't want to say this because I know fuck it. I don't mind Chipotle mayo. It's just mayo in and of itself. I can't just do plain fuck stick terrible mayo, and I don't need it on any of my shit. But if it's got a little something, or if it's an aioli, an aioli, as the old fucking wizard would like to say, then I'm in. I'm okay with that. I just can't do regular plain old whipped fat. Like I just doesn't do it for me. All right. So
I'll fuck with a garlic aioli all day, bro.
come on now. Please. Grandolph was talking about a black garlic pepper aioli. Like, excuse me? Yeah, sign me up 10 times out of 10. Put that on my burger. I just don't know. I don't like the shit that moves. Like that shit's got a little more liquid to it. The fucking you go get that Hellman shit. It's fucking like nobody needs that shit in their life. Nobody needs to put that in their body. Period. Nobody. That mass-produced dog shit. Number 3. If I could only have one celebrity by my side during a zombie apocalypse, that celebrity would be
Liam Neeson, bro.
Wow. Actually, yeah, I agree wholeheartedly. I just not where my head went first. Fucking Liam Neeson. Like that one a lot. Number 4. The name of my first car was
Like it was a Toyota Camry. I didn't name her.
no
but...
shit. Mine was a Corolla.
Yeah.
Mine was named Old Betsy.
Oh.
Yeah.
I had a 95 Camry stick shift. That's how I learned how to drive stick.
I had a buddy who had a stick shift version of the exact car that I had, and I would always, you can't drive fucking stick, and then I'd get in his car and I'd fucking drive his car and I'd move it to the other side of the school parking lot. Oh, who the fuck moved my shit? Like I couldn't drive stick. What do you mean? He was also one of those kids that left it. This is how small the town is that I live. He would leave his keys in his ignition in the school parking lot during the entire day. Like, and it would never go anywhere. It never leave. It was all good. But that is where I come from there, kids. If that blows your mind, it should. Because that is entirely too small of a damn town. They need to get bigger. My stepdad would actually argue that shit. But they need smaller, move more people away. Oh, number 5. The most unique pet I've ever owned is /an.
Tarantula.
I had 2. I wrote them down because I didn't know which one I wanted to choose. I have owned a chinchilla. I did have 2 at one point in time, but 2's way too hard. Just get 1 if you're going to get 1's hard enough in and of itself. The little bastard died. But 2, real crazy, wasn't very long. Had a fucking alligator. Had an alligator for like a few weeks, few months. I was a kid. I was really young, so I don't remember the whole logistics. It wasn't like all my long story to tell you how I got a fucking alligator, but you got to go to a back alley somewhere, and it's a long story. But that little fucker, you could drop like we go to like get 100 goldfish at the store, and you drop them goldfish in there, and that bastard would just jump, just be taking them to pieces. So eventually he got like 4 or 5 foot, and I was like, yeah, we can't have a 5-foot fucking alligator in here. That's just not gonna work. So gave him back to old back alley guy, and there lies the story of the craziest pet I've ever had.
That's fucking dope. I want a fucking alligator. That'd be sick.
I mean, I don't know if he was like friendly or not, but like it was sick to watch him eat those damn goldfish. He was pretty damn cool. Like I never really handled him or anything. Like I would just always be around. Long story. I'll tell you the whole story sometime if you really want to know it all. But number 6, if I was a potato, the method I would choose to have myself cooked as would be.
Oh, gratin.
Ooh, I was just going straight fact, just baked. Put me in the oven, I'm baked. I am cooked, baked as shit. But au gratin's like
baked actually works. Baked would have been better. That
actually, at this current moment, twice baked. But who's to say? Who's to know? Number 7, because I know you're a theme park guy. My favorite theme park ride is. See.
It's either going to be Space Mountain or there's a Superman roller coaster in Six Flags New England, which is, I think it was at one point the tallest roller coaster with the highest, most vertical drop, like straight down drop.
Mm-hmm.
I just love roller coasters. Those are.
I'm a big fan. I didn't ride my first roller coaster until like 4 years ago. Like before COVID, it was like a year or two before COVID. I rode my first roller coaster. I was never old enough, and I just never really went to theme parks that much. And the one time I went to a theme park, anybody that I was with didn't want to. Oh no, never mind. That's a fucking lie. That's a fucking lie. Wow. I thought I was under the own impression of my own lie. Wow. I just remembered I've ridden a shit. Six Flags St. Louis is raw as fuck. The Screaming Eagle's got to be one of my favorites just because it's so rickety and fucking death defying, you know, like it's an old wooden, it's the biggest wooden roller coaster in the United States that's still operational, and that fucker is sketch. Sketch. It's it's one of them old ones, make that crazy ass sound, and that fucker is gnarly, but it's fun. In the Raging Bull, I think every Six Flag has a Raging Bull, right? Or is that just a Midwest thing? I don't know. The Raging Bull is fucking nasty. If you ever get to what is the Six Flags up here? I got a Six Flags like literally 20 minutes from me, and the Raging Bull is nasty. That one's a lot of fun too. That's a lot of fun. But neither here nor there. Also like Mr. Freeze, that's a good ride. That's it. Shoot you fucking. You zoom all the way back. You fucking all the way 5,000 feet in the air and like back in the tunnel in 3 seconds. Like what the fuck just happened to my life? I love that one. But obviously I'm a theme park ride guy too. Just not the ones at the fucking your local county fair, you know. And if you didn't see that video, I'll try and repost it. It fucking is something. I mean, the thing dropped and the people went everywhere. Like it was not good scenario, but
no.
That's my PSA for the day. All right, 3 more, kid. If I had intro music play every single time I walked into a new room, that tune would be.
Oh man. 3 Little Birds by Bob Marley.
Oh, just set the tone. Like let people know what's going on. Like that's the vibe you're bringing into this space. I like that.
Yeah.
Mine would be What a Man by the Bee Gees, just because it's a vibe. Not to be arrogant or anything, but it's a vibe. It's what a man, what a man, what a man, what a mighty good man. Oh, bro, that's a banger. Used to be my walk-up song in high school. I had it a whole year as my walk-up song, and I'd just be coming up to the plate, just what a man, what a man, what a man. Oh, that's one of my favorite shit. So that would be mine. You know, just come in there, fucking Mac Daddy. Just I love that. Oh, I love that fucking song. 2 more.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
There you go. Everybody always used to laugh when I used to play that shit too, because I was never big. Like I've always been a tiny guy, so it was a little bit of time where I was a little bit big, but rabbit hole for another day. 2 more. Number 9. If I knew that at the end of this life I was going to be reincarnated as an animal, sorry, I have lysdexia, also dyslexia, as an animal, I would choose to be.
Oh man.
Good ones today, right? Told you.
Yeah, these are tough. I'd want to be some sort of bird. For sure. Probably an eagle.
Yeah, you don't want to be
something on the top.
Yeah,
no,
sure.
something at the top of the food chain. Something like all the other birds run away.
I like to fly for sure. I'd be a bird.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't want to be a sissy bird by any means.
No.
But that big old bald eagle, he ain't no sissy bird. He'll fuck up all them other birds flying around up there. I like your thought.
No, you don't want to get fucked up by a crow or something stupid. So
nah, that'd be bad. That'd be real bad. I think I want to be like a grizzly bear or something. Grizzly bears seem to just be so happy until you shake hands with one, and then they're just real shitty. So I don't know why they hate humans so much, but outside of that, they seem real happy. They're just living real happy lives. So who's to say? Who's to know? Number 10. I think I'm going to keep this as a standing question, but I'm just going to change the name of the object, product, or thing, and we're just going to have fun with it. So if coffee wasn't called coffee, but now that I'm thinking about this, there's already so many other fucking names that people say this shit. What? You know, let me change this real quick. Hold on. I'm good at creating shit. Wait a minute. Let me think. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Fuck it. If a tapestry wasn't called the tapestry, I would call it. So you for a fucking loop.
I want to say a doobly-doo. But that's what we call the thing.
Actually, you should see this one I'm staring at right now. I would turn the camera, maybe for episode 100 or in episode 75. Who knows? Episode 100, we're going to be somewhere special. But, like, it's real fucking trippy. It's got a bunch of colors. It's got a bunch of faces. It's got, like, a chef. It's got, like, a lady. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy. And I would describe it as a doobly-doo. So, actually, you know what? Not bad. And you know, I wrote coffee. I was like, ooh, coffee would be good. Java, Joe, the cafe. I mean, it's already done, kid. Already done. Don't need to revisit that topic. But what's your other word for coffee?
I was gonna say hot beans.
I either say
or wet beans.
Yeah, I either say bean water or black elixir of the gods.
Bean water is a good one.
That's two. Bean water or black elixir of the gods. I rarely call it coffee anymore. Like. Oh man, that's messed up. All right, all 10. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Tokin Tuesday with Travis. Another one in the books. I don't know how many, but another one officially. It's done. Thank you.
I wanted to throw some paper too.
It feels good, don't it? It just gets you going. It gets you going. All right, shout out. That's finished the sentence. He's Travis. I'm Cap, also Colton Soroka. Also, he's known as Chatty Daddy. This is The Door Show, presented to you by Diamond Ant Media Group and brought to you in partnership with the Respected Rhinos. You see all the respect. I don't know. Respective social medias, I think so. Down there, follow them. You know what the hell I'm trying to say. Just fucking follow them and go mint some rhinos and fucking check out our other content. Shout out Grant from Ferg, Second Breakfast, live every single damn day, Sunday to Sunday. Doing much more than I am over here. Live, 9:30 a.m. Eastern time, all the way till 12:30 p.m. Eastern time as well. And then also shout out Jeff Matthews and Bizzle. That's, I think, why I said Shelf. You know, words get hard as I get to go on the come downs. That's why I need my vitamins, kids. That's why. But I broke my lighter today, and I didn't want to have just a mass. I have a massive torch and a little baby bowl, and it just looks real stupid. And I can't have that happening on the show. I literally was tapping out my bowl today, bro, and I had such a shit cheap lighter. The fucking lighter cracked open and all the butane shot out. And I was like,
oh,
what the fuck? Are you serious? So yeah, that was the start to my morning. So I've been lighting it up with my massive fucking camping torch that I use to heat up my nail. But also shout out to Jeff Matthews and Bizzle. The dinner table. Fuck. Live at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's about a 2-hour show, 3-hour show. That exact one.
I got options.
That exact one. That exact one. Monday, I'm telling you, that exact one. Monday, Thursday, and Saturday, they got the dinner table. Saturday is more sports oriented. Monday and Thursday is just going to be your run of the mill crypto, NFT, and family talk at the dinner table. So shout out all my partners on the founding team of the Diamond Ant Media Group. Appreciate the hell out of you guys, and appreciate the hell out of you, Travis. Let's give some shit away and let's get the hell out of here, dude. We always get windy. We always go for a hot minute. All right, here we go. One more time on your screen, kids. Secret phrase of the day, September 13th, 2022. Hashtag take your vitamins. Take your vitamins. Now live on your screen, my friends. Hashtag take your vitamins. 27 entries here today. I don't know. Kids are sleeping on Chad and Brad Family NFT. I don't know what the drill is. And I think we put out some banging shows. I don't know. I know we put out some banging shows. Pretty damn good show, if I do say so myself. But you know what? Maybe not. Maybe we just literally went down the rabbit holes and we were just both so stoned that it sounded good to us and then it sounded terrible to everybody else. I don't know. Who's to say?
They're sleeping, bro. They're sleeping.
But I think they're fucking sleeping. I think they're sleeping. That's the deal. So, my friends, if there's only 27 of you, it's time to get this thing rocking and rolling. Finger high in the sky. Count it down with me now, kids. From 5 to 4, all the way to 3 to 2. 1 1/4. No, 3/4. Down to a half. Down to 1 1/2. Down to 0.5. Ah, fuck it. Draw. Familiar faces, familiar names. Who the hell is it going to be today? Come on. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Who's it going to be? Baby Lungs Bree. Let's go. Shout out. Baby Lungs Bree. Supporting the show. Supporting the Chad and Brad family already. That is so damn dope to see that happen. Everybody's like, why did I win? How did they win? Because you're just, I don't know. You haven't hit the algorithm yet. I don't know what to tell you, but so what? Shout out Baby Lungs B. Hold on. I'm going to mess up everything over here. Actually, no, I'm not. It's perfect. Bang. Shout out Baby Lungs Bree for that, for making me this amazing doggone pin. It's always in the background right here. Shout out to Baby Lungs Bree for being an amazing human being. All of your support, everything you do. Now you know what it is sitting back there. All your support, everything you do. I can't thank you enough. You are thebomb.com. Thank you for supporting me, for supporting Chad and Brad, for supporting Diamond Hand Media Group. You're thebomb.com. And it was awesome to meet you in Vegas. So just want to give you a little flowers here live in prime time. Travioli, for me.
Let's fucking go, Baby Lungs. Shout out Baby Lungs. Shout out Supernova Tech and everything they're doing in the cannabis industry, man. It was awesome getting to smoke with you guys. So I'm glad you took it down, Baby Lungs. Let's go.
Hell yeah.
Let's go. Family.
Hell yeah. Hit us up. Hit Travis up. Hit me up on the back end. I'm guessing it's just you. You already follow Travis, so I don't.
Yeah, you can hit me up. She can hit me up.
Make it easy. Any final thoughts? Burn on the brain, melt on the heart, fester on the soul. Anything you got before I get us out of here?
Just a reminder, we got the AMA tonight. I say tonight, but it's this afternoon for the West Coast, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tonight for the East Coast, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll pin up.
That's the afternoon. If you're a degen, that's the afternoon.
Yeah, right. That's supper time, barely. So yeah, make sure you hop in tonight. Set your reminders. I think I tweeted it out last night, and hope to see everybody there.
Through my paper, but I got it down here written down next to me. I'll transfer that note here in a minute. Shout out, man. Appreciate it. Another absolutely electric episode of Tokin Tuesday in the books, and wouldn't be possible without you. So appreciate the hell out of you guys. Appreciate you. Appreciate all of you guys on the opposite side of the screen. See, I need some vitamins. I can't even speak anymore. I don't know what the hell's going on. So, my friends. That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic. Put a bow on that some beach. Episode number 66 of The Door Show is officially over. Done. Finito. It's time to get on up. Get on out. Before we can, a couple of things I need you to remember. Item number 1. It is a terrific, nay, tremendous, nay, T-remendous Tuesday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee, and I'm choosing to push around a little PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity. For those of you that are new to the acronym, and I humbly ask you do the same in whatever form or fashion you so desire. Maybe if it's just being kind, dash in a little bit of kindness as you go on this Tuesday as well. Why? Because it costs you 0 fiat. 0 ETH, 0 SOL, and 0 of any of them other shit coins your happy ass cares to be invested in right now to do so. As you're rushing with everybody else into the grocery store, because oh my gosh, I forgot my shit. Slow down, be kind, and hold that door for that same person that's rushing so fucking fast because life is so fucking short. And what? Relax, spread some kindness, spread some PLP, because it's the right thing to do. I hope you have. I'm honestly a little dizzy now. Travis hopes you have a spectacular rest of your Tuesday, unless you have any other plans. And last but certainly not least, being that this show is a member of the Diamond Hand Media Group, you see it down there. Give us a follow. We ask that you remember at DHMG, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. Appreciate each and every one of you for making this show possible, for making Second Breakfast possible, for making the dinner table possible, for making me possible, for making Travis possible, the Diamond Hand Media Group possible, and all of your support, all of your love, and everything that you do for each and every one of us. We can't thank you enough, and we appreciate you from the bottom of our hearts. We will see you in the Discords, in the voice chats within those Discords, maybe in the spaces, most likely in the spaces, or wherever you may build almost had it, Travis. Wherever you may be building this beautiful place we call Web3. But for now, mis compadres, peace.